Welcome back to another weekly update. Let's get into it. So we get 1.25 meter windows this time. They look cool, for being a window. Um, Still a great design, as always. They're nice and small. You can place them on all four edges. I was gonna say faces, but you can't place them on the glass part. That's really it, man. They're windows. This is the flat version. They look the same on all sides, or all edges, I mean. Cool. Slanted version here. About the same. It's a window. It looks cool. You can definitely build some more interesting stuff with this. Some smaller cockpits, that's kind of what I'm thinking now. With the custom ones that the people have been building. They look incredible, honestly. We'll get into looking at all of them now. So you get the slope half. This is 1.25 meter slope half. This is the triangle side 1.25 meter. This is the triangle slanted inverted 1.25 meter. This is the triangle slanted 1.25 meter. And then you've seen the slope and the flat. So that's all the variants. Nothing too crazy. Getting to paint them real quick. Alright, here we are painted. Just the frame gets painted, per usual. Nothing crazy there. I didn't really expect the glass to change colors, or the little connection points, it looks like, to change colors, but the frame always gets painted. Green looks good on them. These are slightly less scratched up than everything else, it looks like. Which, that's good. You wouldn't want your window scratched. It'd be kind of hard to see out of them. So yeah, we'll get into shooting them, because I did see something interesting. Somebody said something interesting about that in the release. That I also kind of thought the same thing. I didn't watch too much of the release. So they look incredible when they break. Somebody said that you should be able to shoot the glass out first before the frame breaks, which I do kind of agree, and it looks like I just shot straight through that. What the heck? But yeah, they were saying like you should be able to shoot the glass out and then shoot the frame. I kind of agree with that. I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments if you agree with that too, I guess. Yeah, okay. And it just didn't break. That's odd. What about this one? No, it just straight up hit it. Alright, cool. So the corner ones, that looks like the glass broke on that one. The corner ones look more resistant. What the heck? Full debug, full debug shot to the window and it just does nothing. It looks like, except for it's smoking now. Yeah. Okay. And we get the little edge is nice. Alright, well, the last thing that I can do is show you the demo that I got here. So I set these up because I originally thought that we could crawl through them, like crouch walk through them. You can't. Unfortunate. I really thought we could because it looks like you can. Like, you're just small enough to, but your hitbox. And I guess, like, when the backpack goes forward, when you start walking, you actually can't. But, unfortunate. You can, however, when you decide to fly in this thing. So this is kind of cool. You can launch yourself out of it, which is crazy. Hold on. Okay, and then I crouch. And I'm out. Something funny. Something I thought was interesting to look at. Like I said, unfortunate we can't crouch. We can do other things with it. I'm sure somebody else will figure out something with that. On to the dev diary. Because there's some important news, and it's crazy. Hey, real quick, I've got merch available now. Click the link on my YouTube channel or in the description, and you can act a fool in style with 40 products to choose from. Here's some of them now. Alright, on to the dev diary. So currently, Keen is ending the weekly updates or pausing them, which is unfortunate. They're doing that to minimize the distractions to allow everyone to concentrate on VS2, which means VS2 is coming very soon and very quickly. I hope they still take the time to polish everything and get everything that they want done before they release it to us, and I hope that it's as great as it looks. It looks insane so far for like what they've been showing us with all the planets and whatnot, and that's the reason they've been showing us all these planets, because these visuals look immaculate. Everybody is doing a great job on this, and I can't wait for SE2, VS2, and I know you guys can't wait for VS2 as well. Survival is going to be insane with this new update. So, unfortunately, the weekly updates are going to be paused for now. I don't know if or when they're going to come back. Hopefully they do. I like doing them. You guys know that. You guys like watching them. Moving on to the overhang and boulder section. So currently in Space Engineers 1, they couldn't do overhangs and boulders, so they were limited to like pyramid-shaped hills and rock formations to simplify the terrain because of the engine limitations. However, now you can see the difference with like how the terrain looks versus Space Engineers 1. So a planet, once they're done with it, is going to look drastically different than it did in Space Engineers 1, just because of the new engine. And it's kind of insane. So they're able to generate natural looking overhangs, cliffs, and more complex landscapes with the new V-Rage 3 engine. It looks cool. It looks cool. Some more screenshots of this. And then this is showing off their cliffs and overhangs tests. That is insane. Like, imagine just standing on the sides of these or building something on there. That's awesome, dude. The mountains in SC1 didn't look like that, obviously. I'm super hyped for that. Some more visuals of the landscape. Just look at it, man. It's so good. So good. Oh my, we're gonna have a Lion King moment here. No, not really. But I'm sure somebody will do it. Material transitions. So the artists are enhancing visual quality of planetary voxel material transitions. So in Space Engineers 1, the material blending between voxels occurred simply over the surface of a single voxel, one triangle. And then in SE2, these transitions can be extended across multiple voxels and triangles. Additionally, a transition mask with height information allows for significantly more natural looking material transitions. So, then we get a little example here for the 2 pixel transition and then a 1 pixel transition. Looks good. I actually really like it, you know? Blends well to me. They've also been working on expanding the internal V-Rage 3 editor so that you can see planetary rings directly inside the tool. This is one of the many incremental improvements that help us create richer worlds faster and more efficiently. So they're toying with the idea of adding planetary rings to the planets. I'm here for it. I think that's an insane idea, honestly. Like, that's going to make the planets look more cool, I think, just to have a ring around them. I don't know how they're going to implement it or what's going to happen with it. It's still a work in progress, but hey, we'll see what happens. And then planetary rings are something that he's wanted to add for a long time. They add skill to the atmosphere and the system, and open up interesting planetary designs and gameplay questions. And that's kind of what I'm saying, like, with a meteor field around a planet or something, or is it just gas and you slow down when you fly into it? Like what's going on with that? Um, Obviously let them know. Do you like the idea of planetary rings? Should they just be a beautiful backdrop, or should they have resource and hazards hidden inside them? Me personally, I think that we should have them. I think it should be like an asteroid field clustered around the planet. That would be so sick that you could have the resources in there, and then hazards in them too, of course. Just because, like, I feel like that would help out with like the early gameplay loop of getting into space, as far as like you just left the planet and now you got to go into space and get more resources. So you could leave the planet into the planetary ring, get some more resources, and then jump out further. I feel like that's a good idea. But you guys let me know. And of course, let Keen know. Alright, that's it for the dev diary, but that's not it for me. So, with weekly update endings, or with the weekly update ending, I've done these every Thursday since the start of them. We're now going to have an open thing for Thursday. I'm thinking of replacing it with the mod reviews, just to try and get you guys content every Thursday still, just because you guys are expecting it at this point probably. So yeah, mod reviews are probably going to be moved to every Thursday up until VS2 release or weekly updates come back. Good news for you guys, you get more content. I do have more videos in the works. I am working on them slowly. The Rotary project is still going on. I am slowly renaming blocks and getting that thing set up so that I can update you guys on it. It's coming. I'm excited to finish it, and we're getting close to actually releasing it. That's it for this video. If you guys liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't like the video, don't watch it, I guess. Comment, let me know what you guys think of the planetary rings and of the weekly updates ending. I'm kind of sad about it, but there's still more to come. So consider subscribing. I'm trying to hit the goal of 1,000 subs by the end of the year. We're very close, and I can't wait. I'll see you guys next time. Okay, thanks, bye.